Okay, we're in session in clause number 323314. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Quito Denard Means. Mr. Means, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Means, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Means, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Means, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Means?
I'm fine, sir, and you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Means, you're represented here by your attorney, Mr. Peter Dahl. Mr. Dahl, his video is not on. Mr. Dahl, how are you doing?
Pretty fair, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Dahl, are you waiving a record?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Means, I have before me an information that alleges that on or about June 1st of 2019, while you're in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class B misdemeanor offense of terrorist threat. Mr. Means, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Means, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Judge.
Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Sir?
Mr. Means, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Means, I have before me a document that is titled the Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. On page 2 of this document, which is also a label that states Exhibit Number 1, there is a signature KM on a line, excuse me, there's a set of initials on a line next to a box that's checked nolo contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir, I did.
And on page 3 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled Defendant. Did you sign this document?
Yes, sir, I did.
The next document is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. At the bottom of this document, there's a signature above the line that's titled Defendant. Did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that's checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Means, did you sign a document out there that is titled the Discovery Certification?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir, and we've amended it.
Okay, but prior to signing and initialing the documents, did your attorney go over the documents with you?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me states Exhibit Number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment. State, you also like to offer states Exhibit Number 2, the probable cause affidavit?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
Okay, no objection. States Exhibits Number 1 and 2 are admitted. Mr. Means, well, Mr. Dahl, you advised and counseled Mr. Means. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
Mr. Means, your attorney, Mr. Dahl, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Means, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of no contest and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
It's a 25 days county jail to run concurrently with cause number 20-34455, in which he received 180 days.
Judge, that's not the, we don't object to it, but he's sort of amending it a little bit. Because we had written down 30 days.
Yeah, I think I'd originally put on my note the 25, so I just went with the 25.
Okay.
Oh,
No
okay.
objection.
Okay, now, Mr. Means, the state is offering that you serve 25 days in the Jefferson County Jail. You'll be given credit for any time that you're entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case is $447. Will you be able to pay the $447?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Means, I have before me an affidavit of indigence that it has your name on it. I see where a judge or magistrate stated that you met the eligibility requirements on July 31st of 2021. And Mr. Means, let me do this. Are you employed?
No, sir.
All right, so you have no income. Are you married, single, divorced, separated, widowed?
I'm single.
All right. Now, Mr. Means, are you receiving any kind of state benefits like Medicaid, or any benefits, governmental benefits like Medicaid, Social Security, SNAP, TANF, or public housing?
No, sir.
Okay, and do you receive any child support? Do you have any children to receive child support for?
Yes, sir.
Are you receiving child support or are you paying child
Oh,
support?
I'm paying child support. I'm sorry, Judge.
Okay. Okay, now how much a month do you order to pay in child support?
For both children, 135.
$135 a month.
Mhm.
Okay, now in terms of living expenses, do you have or living arrangements? Do you rent, you own a home, you live with family members, or are you homeless?
I live with family members.
Okay. And do you have to pay any rent over there?
No, sir.
Okay, are you paying any utility bills over there?
No, sir.
Okay, now what about food expenses? You paying for food or not?
No, sir.
And you have to pay any transportation costs?
No, sir.
Okay. And what about a cell phone? Do you have to pay a cell phone bill?
No, sir.
Okay, what about probation fees? You have to pay probation?
No,
You have
sir.
to pay, okay. And do you have any medical expenses that you're required to pay?
No, sir.
And do you have to pay any credit card expenses?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Means that the court is going to find that you're indigent, and based on the finding of indigency, your court cost of $447 is going to be waived, and that's pursuant to Article 42.15 of Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. Now, let me repeat, Mr. Means, state is offering that you serve 25 days in Jefferson County Jail. You'll be given credit for any time that you're entitled to get by law. And the court cost in this case is $447. However, that court cost is going to be waived pursuant to Article 42.15 of Texas Code of Criminal Procedure because the court has found that you are indigent. Mr. Means, do you understand the state's offer and the court's waiver of your court costs?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you, and also, Mr. Means, this case is gonna run concurrent with cause number 20-34455. Now, Mr. Means, do you accept the state's offer and the waivers that's been made by the court?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Means, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement with the waivers that the court has made with the finding of you being indigent. Mr. Means, this will conclude your case. Please follow the bailiff and please have a blessed day.
You too, Judge. Thanks.
Okay, you are.
Good luck, man.